Upon arriving in Kathmandu, we began the full-scale assault on the senses, which is the bus ride from Kathmandu to Besishahar. Upon arriving in Besishahar, we climbed up a nearby hill and made our first acquaintance with leeches.
It feels like there's something there, like a little tooth or something.
In the morning, when the sun rose, the mountains were still shrouded in cloud. Today, we would be taking a jeep ride, hopefully to Sienge. Day 2, this is Besishahar to Sienge. After a long night, accosted by the Lampada. We've had a nice breakfast and finally managed to catch us a jeep. And we have our permits now, and we're just slowly making our way up the valley to Sienge and possibly beyond. Let's see. And that's the start of day 2. Day 2, part 2. The second axle of our Jeep has let go, and we are currently many miles from anything. Fortunately, we came here to walk. And with this inauspicious beginning, we began our trek up the Annapurna Circuit. Along the way we saw many waterfalls, crossed many bridges, and saw many other things. Day 3, Darapani to Chame. Today we had a little bit of altitude and some steep inclines and some very nice views. We've certainly changed climate and some stunning scenery, and really looking forward to
Hi, Mom.
eating lunch.
Hi, Theo.
Other than that, things are well. So, after reaching Pasang, we decided it was only lunchtime, had lunch, and we're moving on to Manay. And our porters caught up with us and decided that they didn't want to go. So we took a little weight off of them, and I managed to purchase a cowbell. What this trip needs is more cowbell. So, today, day 5, we have an acclimatization day in Manang. That's Manang down there. See part of it. Pulled in late after a very long day, after deciding not to stay in Pishang for the evening.
Woo-hoo.
And we're very sore, but managed to work the kinks out. And we're up on a little ridge overlooking and the valley from whence we came and the direction in which we are going. And that's about it. Well, after waking up very early to a beautiful morning and suffering the equivalent of an extremely powerful hangover, we've gotten underway. Headache is cleared up. We've got an absolutely stunning day. Beautiful mountains. Got some wonderful pictures. Got up this morning. The peaks have finally cleared, and it's day 6. We're on our way from Manang to either Letdar or Yak Karka, which means yak fields. And we've been on quite the shopping spree this morning, bargaining out our rest stops for various, hopefully authentic trinkets. So this is Annapurna, Gangapurna, and then off in that direction is Thorong La, and that's where we're headed. I believe this is day 8. Today was Yak Karka to Thorong La High Camp, which you can maybe see behind me. It was an ascent of 1,000 meters, and it was quite an effort. Most of it's quite steep switchbacks, and behind me you can see the direction we've come. And also, if I go over here, perhaps you can see that's Thorong Feti down there, and then behind me that two mountains bracket Thorong La, which is the sort of brownish stuff there. But all in all, we're in good shape. Air's a little thin, but we're in pretty good spirits and feeling pretty good. And we got up here at about 11 a.m., so we're going to head back down, have some tea, have some dinner, go to bed, and get up really early, and cross the pass tomorrow morning. So, this is day 9. We're on our way from high camp up to the Thorong La Pass, which is somewhere up yonder, and it's I don't know, 5 or 6. We started out at 4:30 or something. Anyway, hopefully we'll reach it before too long. Our ice tubes have frozen up, unfortunately, so we'll need to do something about that. Hopefully we'll be on top before too much longer. Continuation of day 9. Here we are at the top of Thorong La Pass. Behind me is Yak Gawa, the direction from whence we came, and the pass itself. And up there, it's Thorong Peak, the big snowy one. And then over here is the Thorong La Pass sign congratulating us for having arrived. Snickers! And then if you look over the wall here, you can see down into the Mustang, and that little tiny white peak there that you see is Dhaulagiri. So that's where we're headed. This is where we came from, and we finally reached the culmination of our 8-day trip, and we're going to start heading down soon.
Hooray!
After our brutal descent from Thorong La, we arrived in Muktanath, where we visited the temple and met many people.
So, this is day 10 or so. Today we've decided to take a trip down to Johnson via Jeep from Mukdenad. Dad wanted to walk, but apparently after having gone the wrong way, he decided that his knees were not up to the task.
Left knee.
Left knee, just for your reference. We are headed down into the Kaligandaki Gorge, which you can see ahead of us. And we'll be in Johnson by in not too terribly long from now. I think that's about all I have to say for now. You got anything?
If we don't die first.
Yeah, if we don't die
Fall
first.
in with Daniel.
So, today, day 11, we're on our way from Johnson to Pokhara. We'll be flying there, and hopefully we'll be getting some good views of Annapurna and Dhaulagiri. Dad's already got his cotton into his ears because the flight is apparently quite loud. Vincent's sitting behind us. He's coming with us. We're already missing our porters because obviously we've had to lug our own bags, which are filled with singing bowls and other heavy things that we probably should have waited until we got back to Kathmandu to purchase. We haven't exactly taken off yet, but I figure it's probably going to be too loud in order to shoot any video before we leave. But that's the direction where we're going, and this is where we come from, and that's what it looks like outside the propeller, and that's our airport, and there's the moon and stuff. So this is day 12, and we've arrived in Kathmandu from Pokhara, and we're just having lunch with Buwan and my father, and we're at the Bamboo Club, and we just finished up some paneer chili. Say hi. Hello. Hi everybody. And we're having ourselves a good time. We've got flights for Lukla tomorrow, and we're going to try to get up to the Everest region, and that's about what's going on today. After this, we're probably going to try to take a walk over to Durbar Square and see how that goes. As it turns out, Kathmandu is a very, very busy place. This is one of the normal intersections. The only thing unusual about it is that it isn't very crowded. We're on our way from Tamil to Durbar Square, and this is one of the major junctures along the route. For the coins?
Yes, sir. Just look, sir.
I don't know. That's I paid 800 rupees for those earlier.
Oh, 1,000. Okay. 1,000.
We got Tiger Bomb. What else? What do you have? Nothing? Nothing?
1,000.
Coins, Tiger Bomb,
No, I'm not saying. I'm just talking about Beijing.
Anyway, this is near Durbar Square, and it's actually a really interesting place.
to buy things.
And a guide?
Rupees.
Rupees, give us 700.
700. That's pretty.
7,000.
Oh, 7,000. Oh, well, that's a little bit much.
How much?
So these are coins.
How much? 1,500.
1,500.
How much? So how much you give? Excuse me, sir. Hello. Excuse me, sir.
How much?
What if I had no money?
And your business very good price last time, no?
Yeah?
But yes, how much is here?
What's your best price?
Okay, your price.
What's your best price?
My price 2,000 rupees, no?
No,
My
that's much.
friend is lucky chance, no?
It's-
very hard work.
It's just a chessboard.
It's natural, original, not very hard work.
I don't-
Hard work is making, no?
I don't know.
Okay, your price, how
That's a
much?
little expensive.
How much is it?
I don't know. I'd pay something like 500 rupees for it. Apparently, after about 3 kilometers, Dad has succumbed to his sales technique and is apparently going to buy it for 400 rupees. Let's see if this is actually what happens. Final sale price seems to be 430 rupees. Okay, so here we are. We're on approach to the runway at Lukla, and as you may well know, this is the world's #1 most dangerous airport, losing on average an airplane a year. And just flown up from Kathmandu. Down there, these are some of the valleys. We see lots of peaks up there, and we're just lining up for the runway itself, and I'll see if I can capture this hopefully flawless landing. As you know, Lukla's airstrip is on an incline, and there's really only one approach to it. Fortunately, we seem to have executed that one nearly perfectly. So, welcome to Lukla. So, Ben and I have survived the landing at Lukla, and we're all ready to go. I just wanted to show you the runway, which actually is on a slope here. You can see one of the planes taking off now. So the spot that the plane is on right now is actually level, and you'll see it turn around here. And it's going to rev its engines for a few minutes. And then it's going to shoot right down that runway. The takeoff is actually a lot easier than the landing, because basically you just run your engines and fly on down the runway. Landing's a little bit more difficult. Because when you land, you need to match the slope of the runway exactly, or you end up smeared all over it. This morning, we're heading off to Namche Bazaar. We spent the night in a place called Pokhara, which is somewhere between Pakding and Manjo. We stopped at this place because it has a beautiful waterfall off of the place's veranda, and a nice little view of Circuit up there, which is our first peak. Later today we'll also be seeing Kongdae once we get a little bit of altitude and head up towards Namche. So this is day 14. We've just passed through the entrance to the park at Manjo, and this is the valley leading up to Namche Bazaar here, and you can see the mountain that it sort of resides in, and some beautiful Mani walls over here, and we're about to begin a little trek up the valley and then the steep ascent up to Namche. So day 14, we've arrived at Namche Bazaar, and we've come up to the Moonlight Lodge where I stayed last year, and we've got a nice room overlooking the bazaar, which you can see down there, and you can also see up to Kongdae, which is the mountain that overlooks the town, and we've got a nice little arrangement of soup and
tea. Dad's just making himself fit for rejoining social company, and we'll probably adjourn ourselves to the sunroom upstairs. Well, here we are. It's day 15. Weather up on the mountain, as well as a acute case of indigestion on the team's part, have led us to abandon our attempt to summit at Siangbache, and instead we're turning around to head back down towards Lukla, hopefully reaching it tomorrow for our flight the following day. I've just descended from Namche Bazaar, the steep 2,000 feet. We have a small amount left to go, descent, and still something less than 20 miles to go to Lukla. But all in all, with the exception of today, it's been a very nice trip, and hopefully the weather will clear tomorrow. Day 16. Last night we stayed the night in Jorsal, a little bit short of Manjo, the entrance to the park, which is where I am now. Today we're heading to Lukla, and we'll be getting a room for the night and staying there for our flight in the morning and heading back to Kathmandu tomorrow. Just crossed the bridge down there. It rained in the night. It's still a little bit cloudy. Waterfalls are running at full tilt, and you can see even a little bit of new snow on the mountain peaks up there, perhaps. But it's a beautiful morning, and this is our last in the Everest Park per se, or my last moments, as the case may be. Charming, yes. And just wanted to get up to a point where you could see the entrance to the park itself, which is just around the corner. Alright, one more corner, but you get a great view of the valley, and I guess the mountains clouded up since I started the video. It's very beautiful this morning, and we're on our way out. So, here we are in Lukla, after the really grueling and unfair climb up from where we stopped last night. But we made it. Dad seems to be alright, and we're just on our way to find a room, and we've stopped for a little impromptu sandal repair because my sandals broke on the last little incline. But tomorrow morning we'll go to the airport and get our flight, and head on back to Kathmandu.
Yeah, no, it was not.
So, our flight's finally arrived. We're ready to take a ride down that runway over there, and should be a nice, easy flight. Hopefully the plane takes off at the end of the runway. So, we'll be in Kathmandu in no time. This is day 17 since the beginning of our trip to Annapurna. We're at the monkey temple, actually known as Swayambanath, because there are many different monkeys here, not because it's actually a temple to Hanuman. I've been once again completely fleeced of all of my money. However, I do have singing bowls, engraved conch shells, and a brass cat. So it's an absolutely amazing place here. There's really very little can say how amazing it is. Video certainly doesn't do it justice. But we're having a great time, and I'm sure Dad's enjoying himself. He's very impressed too.
I love to watch Eric shop. He's inspiring.
Yes. Shopping is good. Unfortunately, I've only brought enough to buy 3 singing bowls, an engraved conch shell.
But what singing bowls you got?
We have a plethora of singing bowls
Handmade.
now. And handmade, machine-made, high quality, low quality, all kinds of things. So.
But we helped out the people in Kathmandu as well as.
Yes. Yeah. Certainly, it's certainly been an adventure, and we of course have Luan to thank for it. He brought us here today, and he's done a great job on the trip so far. So we're going to go continue our odyssey around this complex. We continue our journey around the complex here of the Swayambanath. There's apparently a fertility or a temple for requesting children. You write your name down, and afterwards, apparently, maybe you get some children. And there's a little band over here doing their thing, singing a little bit. Doing a great job. So. I don't know where everyone else has gotten off to. I've lost my group. But, hopefully before too long. So, this is day 18. We're on our way to Delhi, and apparently it's a security checkpoint. Dad has been denied because he was carrying rum. So we're on our flight from Kathmandu to Delhi. We finally got on board, and we actually have a great view of our trip. Out the window here we can see the Annapurnas and Dhaulagiri. I'm going to try to do a narration of where we went. See how this works. Just under the wing there is Besi Shahar, and past this first range of mountains right there is the valley that we climbed up. So looking along here, these are the Annapurnas. There's also Gangapurna, Manchukutre, Annapurna 2, 3, 4, and then somewhere in there, one of those is Annapurna 1, perhaps behind the clouds. And then next over here, this is the Mustang Valley that we came down, Mukhtanath, Jomson. You can even see, if you look closely in the middle there, a bit of the Kali Gandaki. And then to the left there, we've got Dhaulagiri. So actually, we've had a great little summary of our trip passing here. And if you look, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but if you look in the background there, you can see Tibet. So here we are on the last leg of our trip. We're flying from Newark to Manchester. We just flew over Central Park, and it's pretty gray out there and a little bit cold, but nothing like what we left behind in India and Nepal. Great trip. Fun. Let's do it again. All right, and hopefully we'll be back in Nepal sometime soon, or somewhere
Monasteries, free land under the sky.